Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Chris Ways. My topic is about prescription drug pricing and how the pharmaceutical industries is pricing prescription medications and how they're defending the process of their pricing, which is largely unregulated and leads to a lot of people not being able to afford their medications. I'll start off with my thesis. Prescription drug prices are on the rise and are unregulated. Pharmaceutical companies are reaping record profits in a time where people cannot afford their medications. Second part to that would be, when I finish my speech, my audience will be just as outraged as I am about pharmaceutical industry and their pricing of prescription medications. So far, I've found a tremendous amount of data, a lot of great information. Most of my searching has been through the database on GSC Library, where I've gone into the database and typed in pharmaceutical pricing, prescription medication costs, and things of that nature, and I've actually come up with a lot of great information from that database. I have consumer reports from 2016, which talks a lot about prescription drug pricing. Has some great stories about people who can't afford their medications and why they can't afford their medications, as well as a 2016 article in Time magazine about Valiant Pharmaceuticals raising the price of a blood pressure medication by 310% overnight, which they did have to defend in front of Congress because it is a Medicaid prescription. So that gets very interesting to see how the pharmaceutical industry starts to backpedal and tries to defend their process for pricing medications. One of the articles discusses, it's the article from Time magazine in 2016 by H.S. Edwards, discusses a patient named Brenna Hayman. She takes a medication called Cyprin. It's been around for 30 years. It treats Wilson's disease, which is excess copper in your bloodstream that your body can't process. If you can't take the medication, you will end up dying because the copper levels become toxic to your body. It's a generic drug, been around for 30 years. Valiant Pharmaceuticals acquired it in 2013 and promptly raised the price by 3,200%. Her costs were $700 a year prior to 2013, and they've now jumped to over $10,000 a year. So I've got a lot of great data, again, found on the GSC Library databases. I have information from Affordable Care Act and how people can't afford their medications, which leads to them not taking life-saving medications. As many as 26.5 million adults in the United States in 2009 couldn't afford their prescriptions. It's lessened a little bit by the Affordable Care Act down to 22 million adults in 2015, but that's still not right, and it's still not enough. My research is going great, and I look forward to giving you guys a great speech, and feel this is something we can really rally behind because myself, personally, I rely on EpiPens, which was in the news massively last year for their pricing structure and raising the price of EpiPens by 800%. Thank you very much.